Okay, so here we are on the corner of, let's see, this is Southwest Scotton Way and 20th Avenue and the Remy Property. This is a building that the city owns on here, and they have a nature trail here, which is the weirdest nature trail because there's really no way to access it without walking through grass to get over to it. And it runs parallel to the road I just showed you for whatever reason. Seems odd, but that's the way it is. So boy, look at the beautiful flowers. Okay, so now as we walk to the beginning of the trail, so it's weird. This is literally where it starts. I don't know why they didn't extend it over into the area where you could park, which would seem to make sense and encourage people to use it. And it's obvious they don't mow the grass much in here. Yeah, we're taking a little walk on the beautiful nature trail. There's a lot of trees. I haven't been out here in a while. It doesn't look like there's a lot of shenanigans going on, but it's also got a little signs, for the history of the property. A family donated this. It used to be a farm. When we moved here, it was a hay farm, and now it's a wetland area and this nature trail. I believe they used it for wetland mitigation for other projects throughout the city, if that makes sense. So, if you build something new and you cover up some wetland, you have to have some wetland somewhere else to, replace that. So that's what this was used for, except for the trail part, of course. Well, yeah, and I said we're literally parallel to the main road, so there's a sidewalk, 50 feet from where we're at. Runs in the same direction, except this is blacktop. So yeah, it's kind of sunny. I said there's a little bit of just over this berm, there's a couple of stormwater retention ponds, that kind of thing. So yeah, here we are coming around the bend. I mean, it is quiet. The little berm does shut out most of the road noise. Oh, and here's somebody walking. Huh. There's actually a lot of people walking here. Well, at least they mowed this part. Seems like a little hit and miss on the mowing. Yeah, I'm surprised there's people out here walking around. That's good. So at least somebody's using it. It seems so weird to have a trail this close to the sidewalk. I think you could have just put the signs along the sidewalk and saved everybody a bunch of hassle. And at least you could get to the sidewalk easily. Because the surprise here will be in a minute where it ends. Or how it ends. And we saw it started, in the middle of a field. Just randomly started. And you think when they put in the permit to build this, whoever from the city would look at that and go, we need a good, entry and egress point that makes sense. But apparently not. So yeah, we're just kind of walking along here. Beautiful day. Ooh, there's ice cream out here on the ground. There's some metal poles ahead. Yeah, and there's actually a little bridge here. Wooden bridge. And in the winter, this does get flooded or wet, really. So that's what the bridge is for. In the spring or summer here, it's really not so much. But in the winter, we get a lot more rain. And that's when all this becomes necessary to absorb the rainwater and filter it back into the ground. Oop, catching up to the young folks walking. I said, and the signs along here just explain how it's used to capture rainwater and filter it back into the ground, into the aquifer. And we do have a young red-tailed hawk that lives in this area, so there's enough here. He lives in one of the trees in here, and there's obviously enough for him to eat because he hasn't left. There used to be a couple of coyotes that lived out here too, but I haven't seen them in a year or two. Because, yeah, the area out this way is a couple of, well, more than a couple of acres, 3 or 4 acres. So, yeah, there's a lot of rabbits and things in there, which, if you're a hawk, they're a pretty good snack. And here we are coming up on the towards the end of the trail now. It's a lovely day. You can see the cars driving by because it literally ends at the technically not a road, but it's the entrance to get into Walmart. So that's your big cliffhanger surprise ending. Yeah, I mean, literally, it just dumps you out in the road. And you can see all the traffic going by. There's people over there with signs. Okay, we're going to try and walk up this way, I think. I'm going to shut this off, though, so I don't get killed. But, yeah, this is the nature trail at the Remy Property in Battleground, Washington.